I just got a notification from the library that 6 of my holds have come in, so we're gonna go pick them up. I have been waiting for the right time to read the Legendborn series. I don't know what came over me, but at the start of 2026, I'm like, now is the time. So we're gonna go pick those up, so let's go. I'm all bundled up. Feels like 5 degrees out. I also have to trim this. Library haul. First though, we're gonna start with the guest of honor for our vlog. Or I guess there's more than one guest of honor. Legendborn. The Legendborn series has been on my radar for years. And when Oathbound came out last year, I experienced so much FOMO where I was like, should I drop everything and try to quickly read Legendborn and Bloodmarked before Oathbound comes out? I very heavily debated it, but I was like, no, I want to enjoy the first 2 books at my own pace. I also knew I wanted to do a little reading vlog for the series. I've also heard there's a 4th book coming out. I thought it was gonna be a trilogy, but the journey continues apparently. I don't know much about Legendborn besides, I think it's a King Arthur retelling. And to be honest, I don't know that much about King Arthur. Besides, I think there's like, that's the story with the sword and the stone, right? I assume King Arthur's the one that pulls it out because he's worthy. It looks like, just based off of the cover to me, she has magical powers. I'm so excited. Let's quickly read the synopsis just because I don't really know what it's about. After her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential program for bright high schoolers at UNC Chapel Hill seems like the perfect escape until Bree witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. Wow, really could not settle in at all. A flying demon feeding on human energies. A secret society of so-called Legendborn students that hunt the creatures down. And a mysterious teen mage who calls himself a Merlin and who attempts and fails to wipe Bree's memory of everything she saw. The mage's failure reveals Bree's own unique magic and a buried memory of a hidden connection. The night her mother died, another Merlin was at the hospital. Now that Bree knows there's more to her mother's death than what's on the police report, she'll do whatever it takes to find the truth, even if it means infiltrating the Legendborn as one of their initiates. Oh, I love when people go undercover and there's alternative motives. She recruits Nick, a self-exiled Legendborn with his own grudge against the group, and their reluctant partnership pulls them deeper into society's secrets and closer to each other. But when the Legendborn reveal themselves as the descendants of King Arthur's knights and explain that a magical war is coming, Bree has to decide how far she'll go for the truth and whether she should use her magic to take down the society or join the fight. Oh, I just know this is gonna be good. You know when when you've heard about a series, also people have literally asked me, Emily, when are you reading the series? That's when I know it's going to be good, hence bringing us to this moment. So let's continue this library haul and then we can get to reading. So naturally, the first book, Legendborn, because I have no chill. I also put on hold the other 2, Bloodmarked, which I don't know who this individual is. I'm sure we'll find out very soon. And Oathbound. Oh, this is a scary scary individual here. Jump. I'm so excited. Okay, but what else did I get? Because I just want to read, but we have to go through this, obviously. Another series I'm planning on reading this year is the Poppy War series. I have books 1 and 2. Let me quickly show you. I have books 1, the Poppy War. Also, sprayed edges are beautiful. I'm obsessed with the entire look of this book, and the Dragon Republic, because once again I have no chill. This was another series that I have been wanting to read for years, and for whatever reason was not mentally prepared to, just because I know this is a darker series. I checked out The Burning Goddess, the 3rd book. Probably another reading vlog. I'm planning on doing the entire series. So to be honest, before we go over these last 2, I kept my last reading vlog spoiler free. But I think with these, I'm gonna talk about the whole series at the end. I'm used to reviewing 1 book at a time, so this is a lot for me, you guys. Nevertheless, I shall persevere. The last 2 books I got, 7 Days in June. I have been wanting to read this for years. I'm not even kidding you. Probably when I got back into reading in 2020. When did this book come out? I feel like I've wanted to read it since 2020. I'm not even exaggerating that. Okay, this book came out in 2021. I've wanted to read this book since 2021. I don't know why I haven't read it. Everyone always talks about like the moment where they're both authors and they rekindle and they kind of like make a comment at each other like, stop writing about me and your stories. And the other one is like, you stop first. Because there was some past lover action going on, I think. I picked this book for book club. I'm so excited. So we've changed our book club format over the past couple of months, where instead of all of us just putting in our picks in general, the month before we choose a category, then we have a randomized wheel spinner that chooses a category. So then you have a month to decide what your picks are that fall under that category. So this past one, the category was books with a number in it. And it could be any genre, anything, as long as it has a number. So you got our number, and I was like, oh, perfect, and mine was chosen. I'm so excited to read this. Honestly, I think I'm gonna read the Legendborn series, Poppy War, and then I'm gonna read this. But now I'm a little distressed with all these library books, but we'll be okay. And then lastly, Good Spirits. I don't like sprayed edges on paperback, but I do like these. I read B.K. Borison's First Time Caller, and it was like lived up to the hype. I was skeptical because everyone was hyping it up, but it did live up to the hype in my opinion. This is like a Christmas story. I think there's a ghost of something past. Ghost of Christmas Past. I kind of find it funny that it's now January and I'm reading these. I'm like, I can read Christmas books or holiday books whenever you want. Honestly, this one's last on my list. I have so many good books within my possession right now. Luckily, we're not feeling overwhelmed, because sometimes that happens where I have too many library books and I'm like, ah! I also have to base it off of obviously holds, because those will have to return sooner. But let's start Legendborn. Also, you guys, I got this new mic. Wow. Check her out. Audio is about to go crazy. Well, I'm excited to use it here because there's a little bit of an echo when Bobby's doing stuff or laundry's on, like right now. You can hear it, which really bothers me. I'm excited for when we're out and about, and it has a little like the fluffy noise cancellation or noise reducer application. I'm excited for that. It's a new year, new me. I have a new microphone, you guys. I got headphones that the noise cancellation is so good I legitimately could not hear Bobby talking to me. And he was like less than 10 feet away. I fear I'm becoming too powerful. Anyway, let's get to reading. And then obviously go Bears. It's Bears Day. We're playing the Rams. A little bit nervous, but it'll be fun.
I'm still learning what to do with this. Hold on. Very graceful, very cute. I read a little bit more this morning. We're about this far in. I'm hooked, you guys. I knew it was young adult, but it's a college setting, which I love college setting books. As I get older, I prefer to read books closer to my age. All I knew about this book was King Arthur influence. There's magic and there's a love triangle. We've met both of the love interests. I'm assuming based off their introductions, and I'm so excited for both of the dynamics there because they're just so different. We have been introduced to the magic system, and naturally I'm like, I want Bree to be the most powerful. I want her to be better at everyone with the magic. I barely know her. We're 58 pages in and I'm already like ready to ride or die for Bree. It's also so interesting because, to talk about it here? Okay, I can't say this. Her mother dies and that plays a big part into her involvement with these different types of people. The discussion of grief is also so interesting. I didn't know though, I'm saying it's college age, but I think she's 16. She's in this accelerated college program though, where you can go 2 years early, and then hopefully that sets you up for going to a college wherever you'd like. I'm obsessed so far. I'm thoroughly hooked, and all I have to say is I already know when I get back tonight, after I grocery shop, after I cook, this is all I will be doing. Yay! Okay, now I have to go work, so that does unfortunately have precedence over reading. Sad, I just want to read. Someone pay me to read, please. Please and thank you. All right, reading update.
Out here.
You can be out here. I have my microphone.
Hold on, restart.
I have been devouring this. We're probably 3/4 way in now. I'm already past parts 2 and 3. 2 was, I think, labeled order. 3 was roots. You guys, I do not remember the last time I was this obsessed with a book. I've never worked so efficiently on everything in my life, like literally grocery shopping, cooking dinner, everything I'm doing as quickly and accurately as possible, literally efficiently, so I can get back to reading. I already know this is going to be a 5-star. I can't put it down. It's also written very much in current day, which sometimes can get cringy with like the pop culture references, but there's references of like Percy Jackson, the Charmed series, which I grew up watching. My mom would always be playing that, and I love that series. Also, the way Tracy Dion, I think that's how you say her last name. I need to check on that. The way she incorporates Bree's identity as being a Black girl and being very much surrounded by these like rich white kids, and how that plays into all these like secret societies, the constant discrimination she's experiencing that I literally like, when she experiences it, I get so pissed. But that's the reality of Black people's lives, unfortunately. You guys, there's so many things I want to talk about that I think I'm going to do a mini book review after each one, then I'll do a series review at the end. There's so many spoilers I want to talk about. The level of flirtation in here giving me the same vibes as when I first read The Hunger Games, as however young I was, like Peeta Mellark level, like I'm giggling, kicking my feet. The way she's even incorporating like colonization, and I can't go into the spoilers, but it's everything, it's so well thought out. And Bree is meeting my little goal for her to be the most powerful I'm hoping. I'm gonna go back to reading. We're gonna finish this tonight. Literally, it's 7:45. I'm not going to bed until this is done. And we have Bloodmarked right around the corner. But literally, it's been what? Almost 2 days. I'm almost done. It's so good. I don't want it to end. I don't want it to end at all, but we got 2 more books at least. All right, let's go read.
You guys. I'm disoriented. I just finished Legendborn. Oh my god. I've decided I'm gonna do little book reviews because it feels wrong not to review as I go along. So there will be some slight spoilers. If you want to not be spoiled, I will timestamp where to jump ahead to for when I start bloodmarked. Oh my god. The incorporation of slavery, making Bree the scion of Arthur, and Nick being the scion of Lancelot. The magic system where the root crafters, I think, primarily like black women who are very much respectful, honor the earth, understand like this magic can't be taken, versus the blood casters. Bree's ability to travel through memories, and now she has Vera, her like however many generations back grandmother living inside of her. Now she has Arthur's power as well. Also, does all this happen within like 2 weeks? Sometimes I forget with like young adult fantasy just how quickly things move and how quickly you're finding out information. The fact that Sel's mom was essentially released to just produce an heir, which is like obviously him, but she's like potentially completely sober-minded, not gone crazy. So now we gotta find her. Nick's been captured by his psycho dad who wants the Arthur. Well, the thing is, now he knows that Nick has Lancelot's power, but he like wants. He's essentially like, if
I can't have victory with my family, then
you can't have victory either.
And well, quickly going back to the origin of the scion of Arthur and Lancelot, I was a little nervous. We were going to say that somehow Bree and Nick were related. Thank God they're not. It was just a little affair. It was a little affair. Oh, I'm literally stunned. This was incredible. Like, there was so much. Oh my gosh. I'm like just processing this all live right now. This was so well written and so interesting. And you know what? Low key, Bree is become my dreams came true. Bree became the most powerful. Slay. I want her to become more powerful. I literally want her to develop just new powers, because I want all those people that have gone against her and been racist to her and looked down on her. I want her to seek revenge. I know that was like when the whole thing said, like when they're like, if you find out what happens to your mom, which was an accident the whole time. But then, oh my gosh, her mom knowing to like put the memory connected to the bracelet so she could talk to. The amount of layers in this book is crazy. I have to start bloodmarked. You guys, I was Team Nick for 3/4 of the book, and then Bree had that little vision where Nick was like looking down at her because of her revenge plot, and I was like, oh, this is where we're planting the Selwyn shippers, some seeds there. I think she's gonna end up with Sel. That's my prediction. But I know there's a 4th one coming out, so we might not even know. I might not even find out who she ends up with. But I feel like there's the classic, like, good golden boy versus the, like, outcast boy vibe going on. But then she's like, oh, no, I love Nick, so maybe we'll stick with that. I don't know. We're going to start bloodmarked, though. Oh, my gosh. Like, literally, hold on. Hold your horses. Like, we're starting up right now. It's go time. Look at her with her little magic. I want her to destroy. You guys, also, wait. Oh my gosh. The fact that Evan wasn't even, I don't even know, do we ever know? We did know the real Evan at one point because the demon had said that he liked Bree's attitude. But then, like, he was powerful enough to mimic him and, like, infiltrate, and no one knew. The fact that Nick's dad literally opened a portal to try to, like, force Arthur's hand when it would have been Lancelot's hand. I I just also love the irony and how much all these people are going to hate that this black girl is Arthur's scion. I love that. I love that so much because they're all going to be pissed. And I'm like, yes, Bree. Yes. Okay. This is supposed to be a mini review. Let's start bloodmarked. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, wait. You guys, I'm obsessed with these little microphones. They're so cute. We have to update all of the social media apps. I'm gonna have to write a review. You guys, I don't swear much, but my review might have to have a swear in it. And I'm really crazy. You're crazy, girl. All right, also, go follow my Goodreads Story Grab Fable. You can see what I'm reading there when I'm not making reviews over here. Okay, moving on. Okay, you don't care about this. Let's go read. Let's read the synopsis together. Yeah. Bloodmarked. The shadows have risen and the line is law. All Bree wanted was to uncover the truth behind her mother's death. Literally, that's all she wanted. Now look at the mess she's in. So she infiltrated the Legendborn Order, a secret society descended from King Arthur's knights, only to discover her own ancestral power. Now Bree has become someone new, a medium, a bloodcrafter, a scion. But the ancient war between demons and the Order is rising to a deadly peak. And Nick, the Legendborn boy Bree fell in love with, has been kidnapped by his father and his father's king's mage. Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about that. Sel offered to be her king's mage. That'd be great. I'd be for that. Bree wants to fight, but the regents who rule the order won't let her. To them, she's an unknown girl with unheard power, and as the living anchor for the spell that preserves the Legendborn Cycle, she must be protected. When the regents reveal they will do whatever it takes to hide the war. Bree and her friends must go on the run to rescue Nick and themselves, but enemies are everywhere. Bree's own powers are unpredictable and dangerous, and she can't escape her growing attraction to Selwyn, the mage sworn to protect Nick until death. If Bree has any hope of saving herself and the people she loves, she must learn to control her powers with the ancestors who wielded them first without losing herself in the process. Let's get into it. Hello! Oh my God. Another day. Bobby has one of his rec basketball league games tonight, so I still cook dinner. Normally when he's gone, I get excited. I make like a frozen Trader Joe's meal, but I'm trying to be really, we are trying to be really intentional about using up all these like random assortments of ingredients we have. We have this lactose-free sour cream that was on like one of Jules' Clip It deals, and we wanted to try it, and then we never used it. So literally we're making 3 meals this week that were created surrounding sour cream. So tonight's is beef tacos. Yum. And then we're gonna do chicken fajitas, shrimp fajitas, and yesterday we did cheese tortellini soup. This is not an ASMR eating channel, so I will be turning the volume down on me eating because that's not what this is. Unfortunately, I could have made a taco salad, I'm realizing. I'm a big fan of flour tortillas. I can't really eat tacos and read at the same time. It's just not realistic. I'm this far, you guys, though, in Legendborn. You guys, it's literally so good. I already know that I will not stop talking about this book for months, or the series. Bloodmarked has such a different feel from Legendborn. It feels like, even though I think only like maybe a month has gone by, like, and that's me being very generous. I think realistically it's maybe 2 or 3 weeks in total. All I'm gonna say is I feel so much anger for Bree because she constantly is getting looked down on. Coming from this like white elitist society as a black woman, they're constantly disregarding her, questioning
her legitimacy to the cause. And it's so frustrating. And I think Tracy Dion she does such a good job. I also didn't look up how to say her last name yet. Okay, we're gonna do that right now. I try to just find a video. I try to just look up a video of someone talking about her or like introducing her.
Hi, my name is Tracy Dion. I'm author of
Dion, okay. Tracy Dion.
Legendborn and the Legendborn Cycle.
Oh, that's so cute. She went to Rip Bodice in LA. Okay, Tracy Dion, that's on me. So you looked it up and educate yourself. She just does such a good job, I feel like, of really encompassing how Black women are constantly disregarded, pushed to the side, like underestimated. It's frustrating for me to like read about it, but this is people's real lives that they experience every single day. I'm a little nervous, you guys, because how things have been set up and all their like little rules, which I'm hoping, there actually was one moment. There was one moment, I will say, in this book so far where Bree was refusing to do something. And in my head, I was like, no, just accept it, please. Thank goodness she did not. But she has all these different support systems that she can actually trust. Sometimes, like, I find myself getting caught up in, like, just wanting her to go this path so she can become insanely powerful. But I feel like with how this is going, she will still achieve that and not go down the path that this society is pushing on her, which I'm excited about. I'm just nervous because lots of things are happening. The thing is, in my head, I have the privilege of reading this series and knowing there's going to be a fourth book. I think I saw on Goodreads, it'll come out in 2027, I believe. I'm just nervous. I literally would read like a 20-book series about this though. If Tracy Dion wants to continue, she has an audience. Case in point, here's me with my little book, and then watch how I eat. I don't know if I've ever talked about this. I hate getting my hands dirty. I don't like eating things where my hands get dirty, but this is one of those you have to. And I like lose function of my body when I get my hands dirty. I'm not even kidding. It's some type of illness for sure. Okay, this is my first attempt making my own taco seasoning, like homemade. Not just getting a little packet from the store. It turned out pretty good. See, like, I cannot touch pages right now, though. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go watch my little YouTube videos while I eat, because that does not require my hands, and then we're gonna go read. Actually, I need to go clean up dinner, and then I will go read. Ugh, I just wanna read. Okay. Guess what time it is? It's time to read. I decided to be productive, and I did all the dishes. It was a lot. And in the process, I've noticed this kind of developing over the past couple days, but I don't know if you can see it. Focus on my finger, please. Not me. Please. Okay, just believe me. Why do I keep thinking I can hold this? I talk with my hands way too much. There is a crack right here, this far down on the nail. So it's like below my skin. Like to here. I just know when I have to change my nails, this will send me into a fit. The last time wasn't good, so now I have a new challenge. Oh, it's so far down. It's literally this far down. I'm hoping that the gel just nicely comes off, and then I'm gonna cut this nail really short. I already cut it short, you can tell. The original length was this one. Can you even tell? There's a little bit, yeah. But I'm gonna cut this one really short. Should I just cut it short now? I feel like I should because it's stronger down here, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm playing a dangerous game right now. But anyway, that distracted me and gave me a little bit of a stressful moment. We're gonna get back to reading, you guys. I'm freaking out. The series is literally so good. I'm a little distressed because characters that I really liked are separated right now, so we're seeing them less, which I don't love that for any of us. I don't have anything else interesting to say. Only other thing, maybe you're like, Emily, why are you wearing the same shirt? Do you not have the same outfit that you wear after work for a whole week? I literally have a designated after work outfit where I put on the same crew neck, the same sweatpants. You can count it Monday through Friday. This is what I'm gonna be wearing. Just feel like an efficient use of laundry, you know? Okay, let's read. I will say 2 characters just got reunited, and thank goodness for that. But this other one, I'm missing them. I'm sad. Wait, we need ambiance. Hold on. Hi, quick detour. I just shot for the thumbnail, and just to show you guys behind the scenes, I always try to look a little presentable on the top. Okay, hello. But literally, wait, let me back this up. To get the angle I wanted, I was literally like, sitting like a squat, but you're kneeling. Let me just show you. And I did a couple like Move with Nicole dancer Pilates workouts recently, so my legs are already unwell. Hi, look how small I am. So you really get a shot of the action here. In order to get the right angle, because my tripod is from Facebook Marketplace, because tripods are so cheap these days, it's been impossible to find one that actually can hold the weight of my camera. But I was literally like, so I had to get to like this middle range shot. So just imagine me like in holding this position. I'm in so much pain right now. I'm gonna go change back into my comfy clothes and we can resume. I apologize for this little intermission. Hello. I made fajitas tonight. Sorry I forgot to show you guys, but I don't really have anything big on my agenda, so we're gonna read. Okay, we're about this far. I'm nervous for how this book is gonna end. Also, if I sound weird, because I have my retainers in. Let's get into it. Crazy things are happening. I'm nervous. I think I'm gonna try to finish this. I've been told that the end will have me feeling, someone told me to prepare to be sick, so excited for that. Maybe we'll do a little live reaction, we'll see. Hello, party people! Another day. It's currently Thursday. I don't know if that matters at all. I feel a little behind in my reading rate just because Bobby's gotten sick recently, so I've been having to do more stuff around the apartment, which is okay, but I'm posted up before I eat dinner. I only have 5 chapters left of Bloodmarked, so we're gonna live read these together. All right. It's been crazy, you guys. All these things are happening. The ships are shipping. I might be switching teams. I don't know, I'm nervous. We're this far and I'm scared. All right, we got 10 pages left and very scary things are happening. I'm unwell. I'm not okay. We're on the last chapter. What's happening? Guys, what? This plot twist, what? Oh my gosh, what? Oh my gosh. This is what? You know what? This was a crazy ending, but I feel like Bree has a trick up her sleeve. I also feel like she's low-key safer where she is now than where she was before, so. Mini book review time. I also realized I haven't updated my what I'm reading board since like October. Last one was Mate, so we're gonna update this to Oathbound. Oh my gosh, wait, I have to show you guys my book counter. Oh my gosh, so many things. Okay, quick review, because I'm not gonna yap for 30 minutes, because that's what I'm used to doing. Also, spoilers ahead. I'll mark it if you want to go ahead to avoid the spoilers. Bloodmarked had such a different vibe than Legendborn. I feel like in the perfect way, where Legendborn is slowly introducing you into the world. You're a baby just like Bree. We don't really know what's going on. And now we're fully understanding the politics, the corruption of the world, how the regions are trying to abuse their power, how there's supposed to be this power balance between the Legendborn regions, the Scions and everything, even though the Scions are part of Legendborn, but there isn't. And now Bree just made a deal with the Shadow King, who is Erebus? Is there another E I was seeing? Erebus. That's crazy. Literally, I thought the whole time I thought the Shadow King was just gonna be like this entity, but the fact he was under their nose the entire time. Oh my gosh, and then just there's so many things to unpack. I don't start with the romance because that's easy. I low-key shifted from Team Nick to Team Selwyn only because I feel like Bree and Sel have known more about each other and she's bonded more with him and he understands her more since Legendborn, like with the whole finding out her mom and everything. Nick is like, but I just love Nick so much because he's so kind and willing to help her and so selfless. I know like he killed the one mage and that like started to like feel like betrayal when he didn't go with them, but like I feel like he had his reasons and then he came back for them. Him and Sel got Bree out when she was locked in her body because Arthur cast her out because he tricked her. Okay, imagining like literally Arthur as one of the OG oppressors. I'm just assuming like powerful white man and then like his descendants weren't great either. So like this is like probably her worst nightmare. I'm imagining like a founding father essentially in her body. Like that would be terrible. I switched teams though. I'm nervous for the third book because now like Sel and Nick are not going to be there because she's off training with the Shadow King, Erebus, which is crazy. I did not like him at all. I should have known. I knew and I had the vibes. I should have known something else was going on. I loved her going to like the demon club bar and meeting Valak and kind of understanding the world outside of the Legendborn and the Order, kind of what like the rogues do more so. But then when she like got onto the plantation or the old plantation with her ancestors and how protective they were and how they stand their community, oh my gosh, I felt so safe there. I was like, let's just stay here forever, Bree. Don't go anywhere else. It's not safe. Craziness. All these things. And since it's young adult, I always forget like how quickly things move. Oh my gosh, the fact there was the one, was it Jordan, his name? Who was part of the Giles, the ones that like helped train Nick and Selwyn, but they're also like their own little entity and they don't, it's so confusing like who's oath to what. Oh my gosh, and now it makes sense what the cover is because the cover of Oathbound is the Shadow King with his oath connecting Bree. I feel like she has a trick up her sleeve though. Literally, she's like turning herself in where she's like, the regents just want to use me. Like no one actually cares about her. They just care about using her. So she's like, I want you to help train me to become powerful. And she knows once he becomes powerful, he'll like kill her, eat all her aether, and then she'll die and end the whole line and everything. So I feel like there has to be a trick, but I know there's a 4th book coming. So I know when I'm reading this, there's more to come. I'm just nervous. Alice is in a coma. I'm so attached to William, the sign of Gawain, I think. He's like their healer. I'm so attached to Alice, our little Asian queen, but now an honorary vassal, but now she's in a coma. I'm so attached to Nick and Sel. It's not even funny. Like when they were teaming up to quote, fight Bree to save her, I was like, look at them coming together. We're all together again. I was like, Legendborn. And now, like, where's she gonna go train with the Shadow King? Because they're all gonna be looking for her. And now there's all this turmoil. Also, I hate Victoria. Sarah better break up with her because she's racist and has been racist from the start and literally is teaming up with the Regents and okay with them poisoning Bree just because she doesn't think a black girl can be the sign of Arthur and lead, which is sick and disgusting. I'm glad the friends, they were like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, where they teamed up with the line of Morgan, Arthur's half-sister descendants. You guys, this is craziness. Luckily there's like little cheat codes where it kind of gives you the line of power and whatnot. But I feel like we need something beyond this because like, oh, the lieges, that's who they are. That one, Sestra, the one regent, I hated her. Gosh, I'm just like, this one felt so, oh my gosh, wait, she finally had to talk to her mom. Oh my gosh, Bree, I just want literally nothing the best with you. Sometimes you scare me with your decisions, but I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust what you do. I don't have anything to say besides let's start the next one. We're gonna update my board first, but then we'll get cracking. Woo! All right, first, we gotta update this. Look how cute it is. Bobby got for me for Christmas. So cute. It's really not all that exciting, but it's fun. All right, first, we're gonna take Oathbound. Oh, guys, slay, also 5 stars. I've given Legendborn and bloodmarked both 5 stars, as they should. Like, oh my gosh, look at him. What is this purple magic? Let's update. Woo! 5 books read this year. I'm going for 100 again. That's my goal again. I feel like we can do it. As long as there are no more hospitalizations, we should be okay. Okay, let's go do the board. / I might eat. Fun fact, I lost one of these pieces in the couch before I was creating my board, and I'm easily affected by things, so it naturally ruined my entire mood. This happened before my deep end review, so if you go watch that, you can tell I'm sad and down in spirit. So no pieces were lost. We're staying away from the couch when we do this, but let's put it up. Yay. All right, time to read. As always, what does the synopsis say? Severed from the Legendborn, oathbound to a monster. Bree Matthews is alone. Great. She exiled herself from the Legendborn order, cut her ancestral connections, and turned away from the friends who can't understand the impossible cost of her powers. This is the only way to keep herself and those she loves safe. But Bree's decision has come with a terrible price, an unbreakable bargain with the Shadow King himself, a shapeshifter who can move between humanity, the demon underworld, and the Legendborn secret society. In exchange for training to wield her unprecedented abilities. I forgot because what happened in Arthur's dream time, she now only like trusts him to help her, the Shadow King. Bree has put her future in the Shadow King's hands and unwittingly bound herself to do his bidding as his new protege. What is happening? Meanwhile, the other Scions must face war while their round table is fractured, leaderless, and missing its King's Mage as Selwyn has also disappeared. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that, yeah. When Nick invokes an ancient law that requires the High Council of Regents to grant him an audience, the Order's Morlands imprison him. No one knows what he will demand of the Regents or what secrets he has kept hidden from the table. Why are we acting like Nick is suddenly, what? As a string of mysterious kidnappings escalates and Merlins are found dead, it becomes clear that no matter how Bree runs from who she is, the past will always find her. I think that has to do with the deals that her ancestors have made. For the girls who face the unknown and leap anyway. Prologue. What must be done? Oh my gosh, wait. You guys, we gotta, one of the most important times. Obviously, we must update the reading apps. Okay, then we're gonna go mark Oathbound as currently reading. I'm so nervous. I feel like he's gonna make her his little assassin. I don't like that. But also, like, Bree has mentioned in the past how she's allowed her arrogance to get in the way of her maybe making sound decisions. Oh my gosh, hello. So I'm hoping this isn't one of those cases. I'm hoping she proves me wrong. Okay, now that that's all sorted out, let's read. Okay, I'm gonna go read in bed. So I'm gonna go in the darkness now, but stay tuned. Thank goodness it is Friday. It's also cool as tits. Let's go! We made it! Happy Friday! Hold on, gotta get comfy. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about this one. We're about this far in, almost 1/5 through. I feel like Connor's story when he says, y'all, this is craziness. The way that bloodmarked ended, I was like, okay, maybe we'll get dual POV. Maybe this is a spoiler, but like, there's so many little groups right now. And in my head, I'm like, what if we just communicate and work together? Because so many of us have this common goal. I do understand though, there was one thing that made me really mad that had to do with mesmering. And I'm like, how dare you erase that person's memories, but then they explain why. And I'm like, okay, you know what? You're not wrong. That was a smart move. I'll forgive you. If you weren't hundreds of years old, maybe you could be the third love interest for Bree. It's crazy what is happening. Okay, I will note one other thing that I'm having a slight problem with, and I think this is just making sure that Bree is not a perfect main character. One of her main things is how impulsive she is. I don't remember if it was Sel or Nick who said, I think in Legendborn, that she tends to leap without thinking. A decision she made in Legendborn, or in Bloodmarked, she's now like thinking it through. And maybe this is just like her impulsiveness, like really being showcased and how it was weaponized. But in my head, when it was happening, I'm like, what is your end goal? I don't know if I talked about this in the Bloodmarked, my review, but I was kind of like, how do you think this is gonna end? Like this I see where this is coming from, but the agreement and how this will end is heavily not in your favor, and I don't think it'll actually help anyone. So I'm very confused. I'm hoping that she has some like loophole up her sleeve or that she'll think of, and then what I'm thinking will happen won't be a problem anymore. But I'm very nervous for her because this agreement is not looking great. Also, I'm loving how there are little details on each cover that I'm now appreciating more. Like you could see the red like roots or vines on her body. I'm understanding the purple now. I understand who this is. I love how that slowly comes together. I'm just nervous. Someone told me that this ends on a cliffhanger and I won't feel great. And I'm like, yay, sweet. But I think book 4 comes out next year. So at least I don't have to wait 2 years like most people, or the people that initially read it when it was released. I'll just have to wait a year. But I'm nervous, you guys. Something that I'm not loving as much, I think it's just the nature of the story, is I'm missing these individuals when they're all together, and that's not really happening in this book. And there are very valid reasons why it's not happening, but I feel like I missed. It's been only so many days since I read Legendborn. I miss like those days when they were all together, and now I'm like, oh, when will you guys all interact at the same time again? It probably isn't gonna even happen in this book. Or maybe at the end, because it didn't even really happen in Bloodmarked now that I think about it. So I'm just missing that. But I think that's just the general evolution of the story, and as these things are happening that are not great. But let's read what is going on. It's so cold out. I'm not going back outside. I'm going to be reading. I have a movie marathon with one of my friends. Oh, look at that. Oh, that isn't a head. Feels like, okay, sweet. Feels like -1. No, feels like -17. It is -1 degrees right now. That's super sick and fun. 1% chance of snow. I will not be going outside. We're just gonna read and have a cozy night in. And it's gonna be so fun. I want some hot chocolate again, I feel like. I kind of in like a bundling up mood. My last reading vlog was much more exciting. I was actually doing things, but since this is during the week, I don't really do all that much. Especially, well, at least in the winter, I don't really do that much during the week, but sorry, that's not as exciting. Let's get back to reading. Bundle up, bundle up, bundle, bundle, bundle up, bundle up. Okay. Oh my gosh, wait, quick side note, semi-spoiler to Bloodmarked, but you know how Bree has her silver hair related to someone? I have my first silver hair. I don't know if you could see it. I have I think a white eyebrow hair. I plucked it out last fall because I was like,
Absolutely not.
it is growing back, so we're gonna pluck it again. I blame the Trump administration and Trump himself for this white hair. But low-key, if when I'm old I have like straight white hair, that could be kind of cool. I sent my friend Hannah a picture of this girl who has like white blonde hair with like dark red undertones. It's kind of giving like strawberry shortcake, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never considered dyeing my hair, but this looks so cool. And she's like, I do not know how your hair would handle being blonde, and it wouldn't. It would kill my hair, and I won't be doing that, so. But the idea of like just straight white hair is kind of cool. But I'm too young for that. Anyway. Okay, also, I completely forgot this side note. There's a character who literally turned themselves in, and I'm really hoping they have some like well-developed plan in their head, because I'm literally like, why would you do that? Why would you turn yourself over to probably the most corrupt group we know right now? Why? Why? Why?
Why?
All right, it's getting crazy. We'll tune back in later. Hello! I did not get much reading done last night. We're still only about this far into it. We had a little bit of an early night because I was tired, but big plans today. I'm going out to the suburbs to participate in a movie marathon with one of my friends and probably also watch the Purdue basketball game. But before then, we're going to read a little bit. I'm excited to read on the train. I haven't been on the metro in I don't even know how long. The metro has been chill, although my sister's last experience on there was giving more CTA vibes, and I'm not really interested in that, so we'll see how it goes. But for now, we're gonna read. I changed my mind. Nick is back on my good side. Also, look. I have all my bookish merch on. Okay. All right. We're all suited up. You guys, I plucked my eyebrows, but I left the one white hair. Can you see it? It's like right there. I'm just like Bree, except for hers is due to magic and mine is due to stress. Naturally, this is coming with, I'm taking a playbook out of Bobby. I'm bringing my backpack. I normally bring a duffel. I feel crazy, but look. I even have hot chocolate stuff packed. It's gonna get wild. Let's go. Woo! I'm so tired. I want to read. We're about this far in. But I'm so tired. I'm obsessed with how cute the room is. Look. Oh my gosh, when I close my eyes, nothing is happening. I think we should go to bed. Hello, it's Sunday. It's been now almost, I guess, a full week of the Legendborn Cycle. How fun. I'm planning to finish this today. I feel like we're gonna get a good routine. I've been productive, and now we can just rot and read. Something I realized I've not been great at is telling you when I get to different parts with the alchemized vlog. It's a lot easier to know like what's happening part 1, part 2, part 3. But in this one, there's so many different parts in each book that looking back on it, I don't even know if I'd know. So I don't know if you guys are actually missing out on that or if I'm just overthinking this. I'm like, wow, now I'm bad at vlogging. But I'm almost to part 2 in Oathbound. We're this far, if that helps at all. Things have been crazy. There's a lot of character POVs, and I feel like at the pace we're going, it's somehow slow but very fast in the sense that there's so many different perspectives to cover. I feel like we spend 4 to 5 chapters just covering the same timeline or the same moment in time, just different places, but then we suddenly jump ahead like months. So I'm interested to see where this goes. I think my hopes of everyone coming back together are very low, given I know there's another book after this, but one can hope. We've been productive today. I'll tell you about it, why I haven't been reading. Came back from the suburbs this morning. My friend drove me, which was so nice. I've already finished all of my little planner that I live by. My laundry, reached out to a jeweler. Bobby and I are figuring out engagement ring stuff, chatting about apartment stuff. The last thing I need to do, I haven't really talked about this at all, is given the crone stuff, all that fun thing that took over my life last year has exacerbated and resparked my disordered eating and body image issues really badly. So I'm looking for an eating disorder therapist / dietitian potentially. Super fun stuff to do on this Sunday, but I'm gonna go do a little more things, eat some of the pumpkin cake that Bobby made, and then we can read. Yay! Do you have anything to add?
Yay. Yay. Yay.
Okay. I'll see you when we read next. What was that? Okay. Bye.
I've been enjoying Oathbound, maybe not as much as Legendborn and bloodmarked, just because my favorite characters have been separated. I got to part 3 though, Impervious. I'm now, where are we? Where's my bookmark? Did it fall out? Oh my gosh, it fell out. I'm now this far, about 200 pages left. A reunion has happened that I have been waiting for, and now I cannot put the book down. Literally, like the past hour, I'm like, no one talked to me. Literally, no one talked to me. Also, I'm still team. I think my allegiance with the love triangle has shifted back to what it originally was, but there is a potential obstacle. I'm pretty sure it's just for show and tell a lie, but I need her out of the way. So my OTP can be happy. But you guys, this setup we have right now with the what is happening, there's like an undercover mission and so many people are lying. But there's a reunion and it's being purposely drawn out for other reasons. I'm so happy right now. I just know this book is going to end in some way that's going to tear my heart out. But for right now, I will be happy and be reading if you need me. All right, party people. We are this far. We made a decent way. We have 150, 160 pages more to go. I want to keep going, but it is 10:15, and I've been good about going to bed around 9:30, so I'm already past my bedtime. I have to floss still. I'm so scared for how this is going to end, but also I am living for this new little group. So I'm not that upset, but I'll probably be upset at the end. But we're definitely finishing this tomorrow. See you then. Good morning! I woke up a little bit early before therapy today because I wanted to read. I may have gone to bed last night and read in my room. So we're this far now, you guys. We're flying. I feel like the first half of this book was a lot of setup for the main event because I was kind of like, I was enjoying it, but I was very much missing people that have been separated. There's a slight reunion, which is better than nothing. We hit Ruthless. I already read this morning, of course. Part 4, I think this is the last part, but we're gonna read before therapy. I got a solid maybe 20 minutes. Wait, can I do math? Yeah, 20 minutes before therapy. We're gonna see how much we can get through. We're finishing it today. I'm so sad this is gonna be over. I'm literally not even done. I'm mourning it. We'll read the last chapter together because it's gonna be so fun. So fun. I also forgot to mention there's someone from bloodmarked that I wasn't completely sold on, but they've returned in Oathbound, and now I trust them with my life. And maybe that's a bad decision for me, but I trust them with my life.
So many people are getting reunited right now, and I'm very scared for what that means for the future. We have this much left. There is major teenage angst and drama going down. Oh my god. We've got 2 chapters left. Oh, here we go again. Sometimes I have to remind myself she's 17 and a little bit reckless. Wait, what? What is happening? What? We're on the last chapter. What is happening? Oh my gosh. What is happening? Okay, I lied. We have one more chapter after this. What? 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 Wait, what? This ending is insane. I always love the little appendix at the end. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Low key, I don't feel as stressed at the end of Oathbound as I did at the end of Bloodmarked because something huge was revealed, but at least they're all together, you know? Let's review Oathbound. If you don't want spoilers, save this video for later, skip ahead. Let's talk about it. You guys, the character development. Sometimes I question Bree. I do think she's a little bit reckless, but it seems to slightly work out in her favor. Her courage and passion. Oh, I love her so much. I feel like she's gonna, I'm glad she got the back of her soul, the piece of her soul back. I want her to be able to handle Arthur because I want her to have his power, you know, but just to not have to deal with him because he's the worst. I love Nick so much. I shifted from Team Nick to Team Cell. I'm back on Team Nick. He's just such a kind, good, selfless person who's done so much for Bree and has stood up for her, especially with these systematic issues that have been implemented in their society to work against her, and he calls it out. Cell, the fact he is the Shadow King's son, does that mean Natasha? I'm confused because I thought Natasha was his mom and his dad was a human. Does that mean that Natasha is like a descendant of the Shadow King? And now Cell can wear the crown. So like naturally I feel like they're gonna go with the whole like Cell is gonna team up with the Shadow King. But I think Cell will come through. I trust that he will come through and stand up against him and stay with Bree and Nick and William. Oh my gosh, when they said someone died, I literally was like, what do you mean? I thought they were safe. I thought they had some plot armor, but then he was alive, so it's okay. I think the next book comes out in 2027. Oh my god. I don't feel as stressed though as Bloodmarked. I'm like feeling pretty okay because the group's low-key kind of, they split apart, but like Valec's okay, William's okay, Lark's okay, Nick, Sal, Natasha, Bree's dad, Alice, not okay. But I have a feeling, I have a good feeling we'll be able to get her back somehow. Mariah, oh my gosh, Zoe and Elijah, I love so much. The whole night shadow court and everything, crazy with the nightshades. You guys, the plot was, like I talked about while reading it, I was into it, but once we got to the main event at the Shades, like Michael's, with the whole like auction for Anne, they're trying to get the crown and they're all forced to be together, but Bree didn't know who they were, but all these people were, oh my god, it was so good. And then this ending was crazy. I feel like we were going from like 0 to 100. Like suddenly we hit the weekend, then they got trapped, and finally people are almost all on the same page, which is great. That's all I wanted. I know that Tracy isn't team either, or she hasn't said so. With this new development, I could see her going Team Cell for like two kings, like Cell and Bree being the two to take down the system. But I just love Nick so much because he's just such a kind boy.
I don't know. There's the pacing though, amazing. The direction that the story is going, I could see this having like at least 5-6 books. Maybe this is me manifesting it. I could read 10 books in this series and have a great time. I love them so much. And I'm sick of the Regents. I'm sick of the Legendborn. Low-key, that system's so corrupt. Maybe I'm Team Shadow Court. No, they have their issues too, but oh my gosh. And then Lou and Hazel. And Balak. We met Emil. Oh my gosh. So many people that I just love and trust. And they saved the girls that were the root crafters. Oh my gosh. There was human trafficking happening. There were so many dark topics occurring in this book. This might be my second favorite now. I also love that Bree's becoming more powerful. Did I mention that already? I just want Bree to rule the world, essentially. But also just be a normal girl and live her life. Let her live her life. Predictions. Should we do predictions for the next book? Also, the book covers are always stunning. Obviously. The only notable quote that I really saved was when Bree and Nick were arguing when they had to like play fake fiancés. Nick was like, I'm drowning in you and I can't help it. And Bree was literally like, then drown. She's like, just be with me and deal with it. And I love that for her. Predictions though, everything that happened in this book, I did not see coming at all in bloodmarked. So I don't even know what to predict. I don't think Cell will turn. I don't think he'll turn even though he's the Shadow King's son. I think him and Bree will be endgame in the long run. Maybe not the next book in the long run, because he's clearly trying to feed on jealousy at Nick when he was bringing up how him and Bree had kissed in Bloodmarked. I don't know if Alice is gonna come, we're gonna be able to save her next book, but I'm trusting that Alice will come back. I hope Natasha is able to explain why Cell is the Shadow King's son. We get her back. But the whole group's coming together. Oh my gosh. And I want the Legendborn to come back, like Greer. I miss Greer. Who else did I miss? Honestly, I don't remember a lot of them besides Greer. I like them. But oh my gosh, you guys, it's over. I'm unwell. And now I'm gonna have to go read something light because this was heavy. But thanks for watching. This was so much fun. I want to do more series reading vlogs. I'm thinking the Selection next. I don't know why that's on my mind. Selection, maybe Mortal Instruments, maybe Clockwork Princess. Because I don't think I ever read those when I was younger, but I want to, and I feel like that'd be fun. Let me know what other series or like iconic series I should read. Other books in general. Thanks for tuning in though. Be sure to follow my socials everywhere. Sometimes I'll post there. I'm mostly here. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any other videos from me. And like this video helps me out a lot. Otherwise, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna go spiral and look up fan art of the Legendborn Cycle. I'm so excited. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I'll be B-rolling over here if you need me. I'm talking right now, Lamel.
You wouldn't know.
Okay.